This 1930s movie, it was the first outdoor two-strip Technicolor film. The 5 previous Technicolor films were all shot on the soundstage and controlled lighting. This one was shot out of doors on the Universal backlot with a couple of interior sets as well. Mamba. It's a sort of colonial epic and a really interesting picture to dissect culturally and cinematically. And one of the things that I've suggested is that maybe the director of Zulu saw this film when he was a 16-year-old in 1930. It must have resonated with him. He could have had 5 years to have seen that film. Those films kept circulating in the theaters in those days, on reissues. A little sort of cultural factoid, let's say, that I came up with. But I bet Cy Raker Enfield saw Mamba, which has a huge battle scene at the end with rebelling natives attacking the fort and so forth. It's a very interesting film. So UCLA and Kino Lorber and my colleagues in Australia who discovered the film and a Swedish cinema historian, they've all sort of got together, and as a result, the film that was considered to be lost, destroyed with all the negatives that the company had in the fire, on the Great Fire of in the burning of Atlanta sequence in Gone with the Wind. All the nitrate negatives were used as fuel because they burned for a long time. As a fire in your projection box from nitrate stock in the 30s and the 20s and even early silent, it caused theaters to burn down. So nitrate stock was discarded not long after this film was shot on it, and all the silent movies were shot on it. Anyway, they thought, we don't need nitrate, we don't need negatives of nitrate negatives, let's use them as fuel. And the original negative of Mamba went up in smoke. But a print was discovered in Australia by projectionists who were cinema preservationists. And by a long story short, after many years of work by the people I mentioned, it will hit selected screens, of cinema buffs all over the world. But I'm just going to write about it because I write stuff, mainly for Trailers from Hell.
Hi, I'm Brian Trenchard-Smith, and this is Trailers from Hell. Among the many Hammer films to be critically reviled in its day was The Stranglers of Bombay. A succession of brandings, stomach slittings, hangings, eye gougings, hand loppings, and mass stranglings give it more of a sadistic undercurrent than any of Hammer's overt gothic horrors. And yet, as you can see from this London poster, it carried an A certificate. Kids could get in if accompanied by an adult, and I did. The British Board of Film Censor's records on the subject are curiously missing. They took some heat from the morality pundits for their decision, but we know they demanded many cuts, including shots of bit player Marie Devereaux watching torture and murder with heaving bosom and wet-lipped excitement suggesting sexual arousal. You can see this clip of her in the international trailer, but her reaction shots were all but eliminated from the British version of the film.